house, also includes literally outside of the house. And here to kind of break it down, what we can have around the house when it comes to kind of our yards, our gardens, of course, is Lisa at Van Atta's. How's it going?
It's going great. More sunshine. It's beautiful.
It is absolutely beautiful. And it is just, there's something about creating a garden, creating a space outside that really just makes a house feel more like home.
Absolutely. It is an extension of your home, and it's so nice to have an outside area where you feel comfortable, you're surrounded by beautiful things, and it's just a nice place to extend where you have to live.
Absolutely. And so how our extension begins with how do we even get started, you know, and what are some of the biggest challenges that you find when people are trying to create that nice space outside of their house?
Well, I think it can be really overwhelming where to even begin. And so some ways to begin with that challenge is kind of make note of the goals for what you want to achieve. Make a list. Feel free to make a list of this is what I want. I want a shade tree. I want to have a nice little cozy patio with a lot of flowers on it. This is where the sun comes at this time of day at my house. Like this patio faces what direction. Those are all really important things to come to a garden center, have on hand when you're looking for help in kind of planning what you want and help with your plant selection.
Yes, and when we come to plant selection, do you ever find that a lot of people tend to overwater their plants too much? They're like, these are the plants I want, I'm ready, I'm excited, but they aren't blooming as what I wanted. Is overwatering a big problem?
Overwatering is actually the biggest problem.
Really?
You hit the nail right on the head, because people choose these plants, they spend a lot of money on different plants, and they want to baby them and take care of them. We need lots of water every day. We're all carrying around our water bottles. It just makes sense that your plants want that kind of water too, but they absolutely don't. Once you put your plants in the ground, you should be checking for water like every once a week, and by feeling the soil around the plant. But unless you're in extreme drought conditions, or we've gone weeks without rain, you probably don't need to water your plants more than once.
Wow.
A week would be max when they are first planted. And then after they're established, you might need to not water them at all. I mean, when you think about the plants that are out in the forest or you know around, they don't get watered, and they do okay.
All right, well, we're standing in front of some perennials, which is kind of been deemed the plant that keeps on giving. Talk a little bit about the benefits of perennials and what exactly defines a perennial.
Okay, a perennial is a plant that will come back in great conditions year after year. They can bloom from, you know, depending on the variety, from earliest spring all the way until frost.
Oh, wow.
A perennial plant comes up out of a rootstock that stays dormant in the ground over the winter, but fresh plant material every spring. Then it dies back in the fall, compared to like a tree or a shrub, which has that woody plant material that stays up above the ground all year round. Perennials don't have that. Do you want an all purple garden? Do you want an all white garden? Do you want every color of the rainbow? We have all of that. You have them that are really short and stay low to the ground. Some of them can get 6 feet tall. It just kind of all depends on what you're looking for. There are perennials for shade, there's perennials for sun, and some will take a little bit of each. The great thing about perennials is that helps our pollinators, because we can have blooming plants from real early when bees are starting to come out now, and it's nice to have those early things all the way until the very end of the season.
Wow, okay, look at that, it's a win-win. It makes your garden look beautiful, also helps our little bee friends as
That's
well.
right.
Around our house can also be beyond plants as well. What other kind of things should we have around our house that can add to our garden, make it feel like a nice little second home outside of our actual house?
Absolutely. Just like you decorate your home, you can decorate your landscape as well. You can, once you have your landscape established, you can start thinking about, do I want statuary or a bird bath, or do I want a fountain? There are so many options for things that you can have outside, from real modern and sleek. Doesn't have to be real tchotchke-ish, but it certainly can be. You know, there are pink flamingos if you want them. Absolutely. So just that fun art. Art goes outside just like it does inside. Any one of the employees here can help shoot you in the right direction or show you around, kind of show you what we have. And if they're not the perfect person to answer that question for you, we'll find the person that is.
I've learned so much, and I know we could keep talking and talking about this, but that's great that you can stop by here and talk with, of course, the staff that if you have any questions to come
Absolutely.
here. But thank you so much, Lisa. This has been so much fun.
It has been. Thank you.